Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching LTV International, and we're here for special coverage on the Sharm el-Sheikh attack. Sharm el-Sheikh has been attacked, damage has been done. Now we're talking the next steps. We're talking about the tourism business that is quite fundamental for this economy. It's the major foreign currency earner. It's a real job creation vehicle here. And I'm very happy to be hosting Mr. Mohamed Nazmy. He's a member of the Egyptian Chamber for tourism agencies, and he's also a member of the Egyptian Foreign Affairs Council. Sir, thank you very much for joining us here on such a short notice.
Thank you very much, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be here with you today.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mohamed, just tell us first about your business. You're working with incoming tourists from which countries?
Our main focus is incoming tourism, and it's mainly from United States and England, Australia, mainly European countries, but the main market is United States of America.
Okay. Now, looking at what has happened in Sharm el-Sheikh, there were lots of tourists. They were quick to cancel their trips, and some cut their vacations short and went home. Do you have an estimate at the Chamber of Commerce of the rate of these cancellations?
I honestly think it's very early to even give any accurate estimation, at the moment. However, we must say that if cancellation took place, yes, it happened, and it happened immediately, faster than what we thought it was going to be. But that's very natural to do to the instability that took place, or the unsafe situation that took place in Sharm el-Sheikh. If you and I were there, I think we would have done the same, or at least we will think about going back to our home, to our families who are worried more than anything else. So the cancellation will take place. We know that. I mean, this is fact of life. But is it going really to affect the tourism business for long?
That's an excellent question. Would you answer?
I honestly believe and trust. According to the telephone calls and the emails that we have received, immediately, maybe even 4 or 5 hours right after the attack, people from the United States have called, from Europe. They have called several times, assuring us that they trust the Egyptian people. They trust the Egyptian government. And they know what happened, or the attack that happened, it really has nothing to do with the spirit of the Egyptian people. And I think that's really important point that we have to indicate in our talk, that Egyptian people themselves have played a big role in the stability of this country. The Egyptian security, for 8 years, we have enjoyed a great deal of stability in Egypt due to the fact that the security have done a fantastic job. I'm not only saying that, but also through our clients and our guests that they come to Egypt, they feel it and they see it. So we cannot deny that the Egyptian security have done a great job.
All right. Well, focusing on cancellations, what I know is that when it comes to traveling abroad, you agree with your tourist agent that you're going to be traveling and you don't do a cancellation unless you give a 3-month notice or a 2-month notice, something like this. So do you think that some of the incoming tourists right now, if they do the cancellations, they're going to be losing their money, so they're coming anyway? Or what exactly happens in this case?
In this case, it is very obvious, and it's international rule, that whenever there is a threat, the client have the right to cancel and get full refund. So that's no question about it. And that's the least we owe our clients. Okay? However, I'm saying again that the cancellation that took place, it's an immediate action, which is very natural, but it's not going to be forever kind of case, because there is lots of people have continued their trips during and after the attack, and they were here in Egypt or they were in Sharm el-Sheikh. So that tells me and tells you and tells everybody that there is confidence, there is trust in the Egyptian people and in the Egyptian government. So the cancellation, I really wouldn't get worried about it. I'm not worried at all. We will have cancellation. We will have some effects, in a short period of time, but it's not for long.
Okay, but like how long would you expect that the incoming tourist figures would really slow down here in Egypt?
I would say in Sharm el-Sheikh, possibly maybe, I would say it will take percentage-wise, maybe 30% cancellation, just on a short notice. Egypt generally, I don't think will go beyond 10-15%. I really don't think so, because the feedback I received is very positive. So.
When I was in Sharm el-Sheikh during the coverage for the accident,
Yes.
I understood that August is the month where Italians really kind of invade Sharm el-Sheikh.
Correct.
And I've heard also that many of the Italian companies have officially announced cancelling their trips.
Yes.
So, is there like any plan to try to fill in the boots of the Italians for this period that they really love?
Well,
coming to Egypt?
it's fair enough that the Italian government have really announced immediately right after the attack that Italians should not be traveling to Sharm el-Sheikh. However, there are some other nationalities, like, for example, the Russians. There, I believe, about 6 or 7 airplanes have landed in Sharm el-Sheikh the same day of the attack. And I'm sure they're having a great and marvelous time at the moment. It will never be, not because of one nationality, our tourism will stop. It will never be the end of the world because of such an attack. This attack that we had in Egypt, it wasn't, I mean, it really didn't take place just Egypt. I mean, we have New York, took place, London, Spain, you know, and Madrid, everywhere in the world. My friends, the unstable or the security problem that we have right now, it concerns the whole international family. It's not just Egypt. But why Egypt? It's very obvious that Egypt has a very important role right now to play in making or putting the seeds for stability in the Middle East, right? Egypt is playing a big role for the stability of Africa. Egypt is playing a big role in getting the whole Arab community together. Egypt is playing a big role to have Islam shown to the people the way it should be. Egypt right now, it's known to everybody, to you and me, you know, as well, that the Egyptian economy is rising at the moment. And we can see the investment in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada and industrial places. So there is rising in the economy. However, all this indication tells you that this country is 100% stable. But there is no country in the world 100% secure. Otherwise, even if we hire one security man for each person on this planet,
You can't do
nobody,
this.
exactly. You cannot do it, and there will be no security.
Okay. From the information that I got, I know that
Yes.
in Sharm el-Sheikh in particular there are some 35,000 rooms, and a similar number is under construction.
36,000, yes.
Okay, and quite a similar number is under construction.
Correct.
If I'm,
Absolutely
if I'm not
correct.
mistaken. I know that banks in this country, they impose heavy interest rates on the tourism sector
Correct.
because it's quite vulnerable and they have the right to do that.
Absolutely.
Now, for those rooms that are under construction, do you think that businessmen are going to be rescheduling their project, rescheduling their whole loans and everything?
I honestly don't think so. And I, as a businessman myself, I think it's the best time to invest during the crisis. Because like I said, the tourism business will always be on, will always grow in Egypt. So I think the business people, they will be supported by the government, they will be supported by the banks, and they will continue the projects. As a matter of fact, there was, I believe, a meeting yesterday for one of the investment companies that they have a big hotel in Hurghada and Sal Hashish, and they have decided, the foreigners have decided to increase their investment yesterday. You know, so that tells you the confidence that they have. I think the investment will go on, and all the projects that they have in Sharm el-Sheikh or Hurghada, whatever parts in Egypt, it will continue because we will never stop. Believe me.
Okay, now, this accident is big. We've had big accidents before.
Sure.
The bad thing we did to ourselves before that was reducing prices to very low levels.
Right.
Now, I think that many of the tourist agencies and many of the hotels, they are more aware right now of how the business in tourism goes all over the world. Do you think we're going to be having these huge and humiliating price cuts again?
It's an excellent question, and I'm so glad that you have asked it, that because I honestly have a message to the hotels and to the business people in this industry. I think we have learned the lessons before. And we do have, or we do hold, excellent projects in our country, hotels or so. We do provide, I believe, a very good service to our guests or our clients. I don't think, or I don't see, that there is a reason whatsoever to reduce our rates. Egypt is Egypt. What we have, lots of the countries in the world don't. So why should I go cheap? We're going to suffer? Okay, let us suffer for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year. But after that, it will go back. So there is no need whatsoever to reduce. And I don't think that the salespeople in the hotels or in the cruises or in Sharm el-Sheikh and the resorts, they will really go for this very weak policy and will learn it. The price or the rate is not anymore the catch to get people to Egypt. People, they come to Egypt, but they love to come to Egypt. They want to come to Egypt. My friend Samuel, don't forget one thing, that everybody in the school, you, I, and the foreigners in the States, in Europe, everywhere, when they were a child, they learn about the Egyptian history. They learn about the Sphinx, about the pyramids, about all that. They have motivation, they have reasons since they are in their childhood to come to Egypt. Nobody can take that dream away, and they will come to Egypt.
All right. But concerning rates again, I mean, you just relayed your messages, your message rather to those who are working in the tourism industry not to cut their rates. But in the context of the Chamber of Tourism, how do you restrain companies from doing this? How do you restrain hotels and tourist agencies?
We meet all the time. I mean, we have meetings all the time.
No, sorry. Let me rephrase my question. Yes. Do you have a pact, or is it just a gentleman's agreement?
It is a gentleman's agreement. It has to be. It has to be a gentleman's agreement. And we all honor that, by the way. And like I said, everybody, believe me, learned the lesson. Nobody is willing to give up. It's huge investment what we have in Egypt when it comes to the tourism or the travel industry. So nobody is willing to just to give it up or to give it away. There is no way. But if you really allow me one thing, another message that I want to really say while I'm here with you on this beautiful program. One, I really think that the media, and thanks to you who are here today as an example, it is very important that the media, the Egyptian media, play very strong role in the awareness of the Egyptian people that tourism is very important to all of us. Because I think more or less in each family you're going to find somebody, is working in the tourism field. Sure. So when I'm saying, when us Egyptians see a tourist, see a foreigner, he has to be treated with the real natural hospitality of Egyptians. I honestly believe, from my experience over 27 years, that the Egyptian hospitality is the key, is the main key to get people here, or at least to have the people come back.
All right. One final question, sir. Now, for those who are still staying in Sharm el-Sheikh and for those who have arrived, they are brave tourists and we salute them. However, now, the mood in the city is quite sour. The mood is really sour. I've been there. People there are silent. Nobody talks except the media people in the coverage. But what are you planning to do as a chamber to kind of lift up the mood of those who are currently in Sharm el-Sheikh?
Well, we have already delegations that they have when they're owners of tour companies. They have personally, went to Sharm el-Sheikh immediately, and they are there with their clients. Even some of us that have no clients there, they went to assist their other colleagues, cheer the people, and have people also, by the way, walk in the streets of Sharm el-Sheikh. Because again, we want them to feel the security. They have to have the sense of security, not by having security people, but by themselves walking in the streets, feeling the security of Egypt, which is a fact of life. So we are really doing our best with the people who are here to make them feel absolutely home. If they want to call even their families, they want to do this or that. I mean, with gifts, giveaways. So, and they are really enjoying it. People said that. They said they are really enjoying it.
Mr. Mohamed Nazmy, member of the Chamber of Tourism Agencies in Egypt and also member of the Egyptian Foreign Affairs Council, thank you very much for joining us here on RTV International.
I thank you so much, and I wish all the best for Egypt and for the travel industry.
I wish that too. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on this special coverage on the Sharm el-Sheikh attacks and their impact on the economy and the aftermath on the tourism sector. Goodbye.